On March 16, 1850, Nathaniel Hawthorne publishes The Scarlet Letter. But what is the book about? And was it popular during Hawthorne's lifetime? Nathaniel Hawthorne was born in 1804 in the Massachusetts town of Salem, where infamous witch trials occurred more than 100 years earlier during the Puritan era. Hawthorne's great-great-grandfather, John Hathorne, had served as one of the judges during those trials. Hawthorne attended Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine, then returned to Salem and began his writing career. He self-published his first book, Fanshawe, in 1828, but tried to destroy all copies of it shortly thereafter. He then took to writing short stories, publishing them in magazines and later in book collections, the most famous of which is called Twice Told Tales. His second novel remains one of the greatest ever written, The Scarlet Letter. It is set in 17th century Massachusetts and tells the story of Hester Prynne, who birthed a child out of wedlock in this strict Puritan society. Hawthorne immerses the reader in that society and deftly explores the themes of sin, guilt, forgiveness, and redemption. The book was a bestseller in its day and made Hawthorne a household name. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1751, James Madison, the father of the Constitution and fourth U.S. president, is born in Virginia. In 1792, Sweden's King Gustav III is shot during a masked ball in Stockholm and dies 13 days later. In 1802, Congress establishes the prestigious U.S. Military Academy at West Point, New York. In 1926, American physicist Robert H. Goddard successfully launches the first liquid-fueled rocket. In 1968, Otis Redding's Sittin' on the Dock of the Bay becomes the first ever posthumous #1 hit. In 2008, Bear Stearns collapses, signaling the subprime mortgage crisis that leads to the Great Recession. In 2020, US President Trump announces his 15 Days to Slow the Spread campaign to combat COVID. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. Where was the first known St. Patrick's Day parade held? Boston, Massachusetts, Dublin, Ireland, St. Augustine, Florida, or Derry, Northern Ireland? Liked learning about Nathaniel Hawthorne and the Scarlet Letter? Then you'll love this one about another great American author, Edgar Allan Poe. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.